All right, so question 1. What is the, I guess, hypothesis you're trying to test with doing this question honesty thing?
Oh, what's the point?
Yes.
Easy. Okay.
What's the point? Yes.
The point is, well, it started because I was out having a bunch of fun and just running around and doing nothing. And when I came out last week, yay, I had this great, huge support from everyone I know, and including yourself. And I don't know, again, I was reminded just how wonderful I am to have this large assortment of friends. And I realized that I haven't seen a lot of them lately. And I'd already set up dinner with you and an excursion with someone else. And I was like, I wanted to live life more openly and just kind of expose myself in that way. And I have a very wide range of friends who all do different things and who I've known for longer periods of time. They're all very different. And I just wanted to kind of see, given the opportunity, you could ask me anything, what you would ask me. And what ended my relationship was lack of honesty. And that really undoes a lot of relationships. And so there's no point. I trust my friends and I can be openly honest with everyone, and that's what I'm trying to do now. And also, I think it gives my friends an opportunity. If there's a question they've ever wanted to ask me, you can now, and I promise to give it that way. But then sharing it widely, it's exposing myself and giving intimacy to the world, I guess. It's like there's intimacy between us, but I'm also bringing this moment out for others to have as well. So that's what me and my friend discussed yesterday. It's kind of like intimacy among friends that maybe you don't get a chance to explore on your day-to-day. So that's kind of why we're here. Okay.
Question 2. Thinking back on beginning of this year, because we're halfway through the year now.
We were just talking about that. We're more than halfway through. Yes.
And thinking about it this time last year.
Okay.
Looking qualitative, meaning good or bad.
Okay.
Or the quality of something.
The quality of it. Okay.
Yes. What would you say is different, and is that difference better, worse? Looking back both earlier this year and last year.
So you're saying a year from now and the beginning of the year?
A year ago. Okay,
a year ago, quality-wise, yes. I would say my life is better. I have a job that I love, which I had a job before that I loved, but it was starting at this point, this time last year, I think it was beginning to wear on me. We were starting to wrap up summer, start vamping up for Christmas, and that was exhausting. But I also wasn't doing much. Funds were really tight because I was paying rent, and I also had a car that was very unreliable, but I loved it, but it was unreliable. And I didn't know it, but I was in an unhappy relationship, and I was also currently being lied to. That I didn't know, but I was getting ready for some things, but quality-wise, my life is better by leaps and bounds. And then by the beginning of the year, from where I started, say January 1st, it's also better because it wasn't until, I think, February maybe that I bought my new car. I can't even remember when I bought my new car, but it was after the 1st, so that improved my way of life and being able to get around and go do things and not have to worry about that stress. I was fully moved into my parents' house and started paying rent in February, so I felt like I was finally contributing something. I was out of that. That was the end. January 31st I had to be out of my apartment, and so by those standards now, compared to where I am, my life has improved greatly. And yeah, I'm doing this, and I feel really open, and I feel that's great, because maybe I wasn't that before. I don't know. I just feel like I feel very honest in the way of living, and I think that feels great.
And question 3, the self-serving one.
I love self-serving questions, yes.
Because you very rarely get to hear what people think of you and have them be completely honest. So the question is, when you first met me, what were your opinions and how have they changed as we become friends?
Okay, well, when I first met you, you were friends with Carissa. So that already spoke to your character, because I love Carissa. And then when I met you, I was like, I don't quite understand why these people are friends. Only because Carissa's very energetic but peppy, but very she's very like she scolds me all the time whenever I don't say the proper pronoun for a person, or if I say something offensive, just so you know, you can't say that, that's offensive. And so, not that you do that, but I mean, I was like sometimes you just kind of say what you think and just like, this is how it is, deal with it. And I'm like, I feel like this person would bowl Carissa over. So I didn't dislike you by any means, but I was definitely confused, and I was like, oh, I hope I like this person. But as our friendship was growing, I really appreciate you, as we were talking about earlier. Your personality doesn't come up out in the wild as often, but when I do meet someone, I feel like I understand them. And I don't have to worry about, like, am I getting along with this person? I'm like, oh, it almost feels like another friend, like one of my other coworkers. And so, and I love our friendship. And you mean, I told you, you're like, I brought some juice, I have some ginger beer, I was like, alcoholic, and you're like, well, what do you think? And I just love that. It warms my heart before and after I drink
my
the
alcoholism.
Ginger beer. Yeah, or mild alcoholism. I think we really connect on that. Someone says there's gonna be booze there, I'm gonna be there. Maybe that makes me an alcoholic in training. I don't know. Only time will tell. But I'm happy now, and I'm so happy to have me. I'm so happy that you invited me into your home and you made me dinner, and I love it. Not everyone does that.
Well, so. I'm always happy to have you.